Wizzy Wizards, and welcome back to the Pursuit of Happiness with me, Pigtail Girl, your friend and fellow traveller. And I am with you, and it is 13:33 on my clock, which is the perfect time to begin. I'm going to get comfy. I have some special colours on today because this is going to be a very special abundance healing for you wonderful, beautiful lovelies out there. You deserve so much abundance. The universe wants you to have this abundance, and I'm going to do my best to do a general group healing. So obviously this healing is not going to go into very specific details about your life, so don't expect those to be covered. I mean, they can be quite specific and you might be mind blown, like, oh, wow, it's like she knows me. But again, you know, obviously I can't go into specific childhood traumas. I might be able to group in certain traumas as groups to release as active memories. But just to let you know, this is a general group healing. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for things that are going to benefit the collective who are going to tune in to this healing today. So I'm going to tune into everyone, and I've got my red, gold and blue on. It was very hard for me actually to find anything gold. I have a kind of golden bed cover here. It's kind of apricot gold that I love this color. But a lot of my jewelry is packed away because I've been moving, as you lovelies know. I do have my golden hair, and I kind of like try to put a golden sheen sparkle on my face because I'm really going to be pulling in the color gold as a satellite, which in BodyTalk, a satellite is a helpful frequency that we're going to use and anchor in through all of the healings today. So I'm going to call in the frequency of the color gold to guide this entire abundance session. But red is also a great color of abundance. And this is the only headband I have with the gold. And actually the gold, the blue and the red really are the colors of the Holy Trinity. So like I have blue eyes, the red lips and the gold. I'm actually, you might not notice this about me, but I'm very conscious of those colors actually. You might see me represent the Holy Trinity on myself quite a lot, which is why I like to have the golden hair, the blue eyes and the red lips. You know, I don't really talk about that a lot, but that is actually one thing that I actually do that on purpose as a sort of a celebration, an homage to the Holy Family, the Holy Trinity, which is how I see divinity, right? The Father, the Mother and the Child. And we're going to be working on these today. Excuse me if you hear me clearing my throat a little bit. I have also been recovering from my first cold in about 16 years. I don't even remember the last time I had a cold, but I've been going through this healing process since I moved back home to the UK, to my childhood home, which is one of the reasons why I want to do the healing with you guys today. But part of the reason I decided to do it today is I've been going through this sort of set of dream initiations and tests for months, really. And my dreams, they can be pretty epic. I'm a huge dreamer, and I go off and I go to other realms quite a lot in my sleep, and I lucid dream. You know, I have out of body experiences. I have the whole shebang really when it comes to dreaming as a shamanic practice. So I've been having these initiations testing me really to see what I would do when faced with certain energies, frequencies. Could I be tempted into negative behaviors in my dream state? And I kept passing the tests over and over again because I would wake up, you know, like with my crucifix against the vampires. You cannot get me to do the evil things you want me to do. So I was always, if you follow me on Facebook, you'd have heard the dramas. I was always like, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So anyway, last night I dreamt of my graduation. Yes. And it all looks like exactly like my high school that I went to. And there were even girls from my high school, which was the Italia Conti. Yeah, certain girls were playing certain roles in the dream. I was very surprised in the dream to be back there, to be graduating as well. I was like, oh, what am I doing back at school? And it wasn't until after, when I woke up, I really realized that it was my graduation ceremony and what that was about. And since I have gone through this process, it was very difficult, actually. I've had to really face a lot of darkness. It wasn't easy. I went in some very depressed states, and I will do another healing on depression and talk a little bit on how you can really get yourself out of those states, because I've had to use those processes myself to keep clearing out all the demons and the shadows. But as I've done this very hard process, part of me is now feeling incredibly abundant. And I feel different. I've had some blocks towards abundance in the past. I've never been very good about asking for money for like my services or getting my own value or feeling deserved of value, because I was very devalued in my childhood. Hence, this sort of healing that I've had to go through in this house. And my dad was terrible with money. There was a real lack of abundance in my family, in the consciousness of my family, in my environment. And now I'm actually about to come into quite a great deal of abundance, because I'm about to get the money from this house that I've inherited. So that's, you know, a lot of abundance is pouring in. So I just wanted to say I've got my little angels here, the dark and the light, the shadow and the light of enlightenment, both work together, masculine and feminine. And they're going to help us with the healing today. So anyway, as I'd gone through this healing process and I was becoming very aware that I feel much more abundant, I feel much more positive, I thought, well, let me share this energy in a wonderful group healing for my lovely, beautiful wizards at home, you lot. So that all being said, you know, and feel free, if you want to skip through all my intro and go straight to the healing, it's going to be happening now. But you'd only hear me announce that if you're watching it. I could put a timestamp in actually, so you can just click straight to the healing if you don't want to hear all my backstory. Or you can make a note, because you might want to do this healing a few times. Sometimes you might want to do it a few times or come back to it. That's also okay. So, right, all the chat, I'm going to start centering myself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the doors to allow anyone who clicks on this healing to receive this healing. And I'm going to tune into you all the consciousness. And I'm going to be asking, what is the best, most powerful things I can be shifting to allow everyone in this group healing that I'm setting my intention that's going to last maybe about 30 minutes, if we need it to go no more than 30 minutes, healing on abundance. And I want the most optimum, highest priorities so the most people can benefit from this healing and allow the energy of abundance to pour into their life. And of course, abundance is not just about money. It's about healing. It's about an abundance of love, an abundance of opportunities, an abundance of health. It's the energy of pure gold. It's the abundance of spiritual connection, of joy. There's so much energy involved with abundance. So don't just see it as, oh, I need more money in my bank account, because that is only one small aspect of abundance. Yeah. Abundance is many, many, many things. So I'm really calling in that beautiful energy of abundance for all. Okay. So calling everyone in who wishes to partake in this healing and gives full permission from their state of consciousness to receive. I wish to connect throughout time and space to every consciousness that will be tuning in to this healing. So I'm just taking some deep breaths as you're tuning in with me. If you'd like to take some deep breaths now and just say, I give permission to receive this healing. Take a nice deep breath and just tap the 3 centers with me, just to calm down. I'm calling in the color gold to help us with this healing. Pulling in the frequency of gold to all the chakras, into all the minds, and into your own physical frequency. Okay, that's great. Okay, so first off, intuitively, I'm feeling to ask, are there any entities or implants or anything from the astral attached to any of the group that needs removing? Yes. So I'm going to do a full sweep of removing any astral entity, any implant energy, or any artificial energy from the astral realms that is blocking the flow of abundance in your body mind at all. So I'm going to ask everyone's own innate wisdom to scan the body now to find any astral energies, entities, implants that may be blocking the flow of abundance. And we're going to remove those now. Okay, so let me check. Is there anything else I need to do? No. So I'm calling in innate wisdom of all the group to fully scan and remove these energies, these entities, any implants right now that block abundance. Okay, so what you're going to do is just breathe. And I just want you to focus on the concept that we are sweeping out all entities, implants, or energies that block the flow of abundance now. And we're calling in the satellite of the frequency of gold to help us do so. I just want you to breathe. Okay, this is the last tap. Okay, is this entity removal still a priority for some? Yes, there's still some of you that have a bit of a stubborn entity in there. Is there any further information we need to remove this stubborn entities? Yeah, okay, it wants me to look at the stubborn entities. Okay, is there a place in the body that we need to look at? Okay, so I'm going to find out where it is. Okay, some people still have some entities that's attached to the, is it attached to the vivaxis? Attached to the life force vivaxis? Okay, are the ones from the physical bodies all gone? No. So we're going to clear the vivaxis. Okay, it wants me to do a vivaxis clearing, which is your life force energy here. So I'm just going to do a full sweep of your vivaxis and your Wei Qi field. So we're connecting vivaxis to Wei Qi field. We're going to do all chakras, all organs, and all endocrines. Okay, so we're going to do a full sweep of your vivaxis, your life force energy, your Wei Qi field, all chakras, all organs, and all endocrines for all implants and energetic entities that are blocking your flow of abundance or blocking any healing flow at all, any flow of life force that they may be blocking. We're going to remove those right now, the more stubborn ones. Okay, here we go. We're going to breathe again. And the intention is we're removing all entities and all implants. Just breathe nice and deeply. You can close your eyes as you tap, or you can look at me as we do it, as I hold space. And I call in the energies of the Holy Mother and the Holy Father and the Holy Child to help us with this clearing with the color gold. I call in the entire Holy Trinity to help us and satellite this sweep. As we clear out all energies, entities, implants from the Wei Qi field, from the Vivaxis field, from all chakras, from the endocrine system, and from all organs, and all areas of the brain as well. I count that as an organ, but I felt to mention that. You can just keep on tapping and breathing. I'm just doing some hand positions. Okay. It's not a priority anymore. Very good. That's good. Take a nice deep breath, cleansing breath. Now I'm just setting up a force field, an intention that a force field of protection goes up around you. that protects you from further interference of any entities or energies from the astral realms, the lower astral realms, any demonics, any implants, any of these lower energies that block your flow in any way, shape, or form. I'm setting my intention. If you wish to receive this force field, just tap with me now. Just a nice energetic force field that the innate wisdom is going to hold in place, strengthening your Wei Qi and Vivaxis energy to keep out any of those lower astral energies or demonic energies that might try to come in and block your flow in any way, shape, or form. Just a nice protective bubble there for you. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah. You might see me pause in between sessions as I just check the energies. Okay. What is now the most important thing that I need to do for the group energy for abundance and to allow the flow of abundance into their life? It's permissions. Yeah. Permissions first. I give myself permission to be abundant. No, it's not that. Okay, let me just find out what it is. Are we looking at general permissions? Mind permissions? I give my mind, or my mind gives. I give my mind. Okay, I give my mind permission to accept abundance. I give my mind permission to accept abundance now. Any further on this permissions? Yes. Okay, it wants me to change it. I give my mind permission to accept that I am abundant now. No, I give permission to accept my abundance now. No, it's I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. Am I going to change this anymore? No. Okay, just wanted my. Okay, so we're going to say this together. We're going to say it 9 times just to make sure that everyone in the group has had the shift. And if you need to pause it, if you feel that you didn't feel any shift at all and you'd like to pause it and you'd like to say it a few more times until you personally feel a shift, because for everyone it can be different. But I'm going to go with 9 because 9 is a good few times for your consciousness to shift. But if you do want to pause it and say it more until you yawn, or maybe you sigh, or maybe you just feel a slight shift in energy, you often see me as I'm feeling the shift, I start smiling as I'm tapping out. That's me showing that I'm starting to feel the shift. So if you do ever want to pause and just carry on with the tap, or breathe out a few more times, or repeat anything I'm saying here, feel free to do that. Okay, my darlings. So the permissions are, I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. We're going to say it 9 times. Okay, my dears. And as we say it, we're going to do the tap. The tap is always 2 fingers like this. Oh, sorry, I should have explained it for those who don't do this work with me. A tap here, and then a tap on the enteric mind here. So that's heart mind, enteric mind, and obviously emperor mind, Godhead, father mind. Okay, so when you're ready, don't worry if you say it slightly wrong. It's, I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. I give my mind permission to accept my abundance now. Do we need to do any further on this permission? No, good job, you guys. You're crushing this. Great job. Yeah, because always remember, I just hold the space. You're doing all the work. This is your innate wisdom. I'm just talking with it. You actually do all the work. It's all on you, guys. So next, are there any further permissions? Are you going to make me go mind, body, soul, spirit? Okay, it wants me to do full permissions on every aspect of self. So we're going to say, I give my body permission to accept my abundance now. Are we going to change this statement? No. Okay, so we're going to do this. It wants me to do it for the mind, for the body, for the spirit. So we're going to do it one by one. So Again, 9 times, same as before. I give my body permission to accept my abundance now. Okay, are you ready, my darlings? Here we go. I give my body permission to accept my abundance now. I give my body permission to accept my abundance now. I give my body permission to accept my abundance now. I give my body permission to accept my abundance now. I give my body permission to accept my abundance now. I give my body permission to accept my abundance now. I give my body permission to accept my abundance now. I give my body permission to accept my abundance now. I give my body permission to accept my abundance now. Okay, that's good. That's great. Okay, now we're going to do it. Excuse me, I'm just going to take a little sip of water. We're going to do it for the spirit. Ooh. Doing great, you guys. Okay, so the words are, I give my spirit permission to accept my abundance now. I give my spirit permission to accept my abundance now. Are you with me, guys? We're going to do the same tapping. We're going to say it 9 times. And again, if you want to pause and say it further until you feel a shift, do that. Okay, my darlings, do what you need to do. So are you ready? I give my spirit permission to accept my abundance now. I give my spirit permission to accept my abundance now. I give my spirit permission to accept my abundance now. I give my spirit permission to accept my abundance now. I give my spirit permission to accept my abundance now. I give my spirit permission to accept my abundance now. I give my spirit permission to accept my abundance now. I give my spirit permission to accept my abundance now. I give my spirit permission to accept my abundance now. Pulling in that color gold, that frequency of gold's just bathing you now. Okay, is there any further on these permissions for the group? Yes. Further on the permissions we've already done? No. Further permissions? Yes. Any links for the permissions? Okay, it wants me to do another permission. Permissions are profoundly transformative. Never underestimate the power of permission. Permission is consent. It's one of the most powerful things you have as part of your sovereignty and your healing. These alone can bring tremendous transformations, okay? So don't be fooled by the simplicity of body talk. Never let that fool you. It's profoundly simple and beyond deeply transformative. So that being said, let's find out what the next permission is for this wonderful group. Thank you for being here. Permission of the mind, the body, of the spirit. Another spiritual permission. Okay. Okay, it wants me to get the group to say, I give my spirit permission to heal from my lack and limitation now. Any further on this permission? No. So this is a way of letting go of any old energies of lack and limitation. So I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. Okay, you ready? I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. I give my permission for my spirit to heal from any lack or limitation now. I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. I'm going to say it one extra time because I made a slight boo-boo. I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. That just feels so good. I give my spirit permission to heal from any lack or limitation now. Yes, excuse me if I made any errors there. Sometimes it comes up as I'm in the flow, but I do correct. Let me scan. So any further on this permissions? No. Made me feel kind of giggly to say that. Okay. Take a few nice deep breaths as I further scan the group. Are there any further permissions that the group needs to do on abundance? Oh, wow. It's going to be a heavy session in permissions today. Let me look at these permissions. Okay. Permissions. General permissions. General permissions. Okay, I have to do my scan. General permissions. Okay, the permissions are, I give permission to let go of any active memories that keep me from my abundance. Yes. Any further on this? I give permission to let go of any active memories that keep me from my abundance. Okay. I give permission to let go of any active memories that keep me from my abundance. Any further changes? I have to say it a few times, so I don't want to sit here writing everything down so that we can get it right and say it. So again, we're going to tap it out. And if you need to pause this and just practice saying it, because an active memory is something in your memory that stays active in your system that can be triggered on a subconscious level. It sabotages you from the subconscious mind and will prevent you, even if consciously you're trying to get somewhere. Active memories work in the background like a negative bug in the system, sabotaging your attempts. So what we're doing is we're going to remove those through this permission. So I give permission to remove. I give permission to remove any active memories that stop me from receiving abundance now. Well, I've got to go back now and check it. Wait there, give me a sec. I give my permission to remove all active memories that stop me that block me from my abundance now. I give permission to remove all active memories that block me from my abundance now. Okay, that's the one. Are you ready before I forget it again? Here we go. I give permission to remove all active memories that block me from my abundance now. I give permission to remove all active memories that block me from my abundance now. I give permission to remove all active memories that block me from my abundance now. I give my permission to remove all active memories that block me from my abundance now. I give permission to remove all active memories that block me from my abundance now. I give permission to remove all active memories that block me from my abundance now. I give permission to remove all active memories that block me from my abundance now. I give permission to remove all active memories that block me from my abundance now. I give permission to remove all active memories that block me from my abundance now. Any further on this permissions? Yes. Do we need to say it again? No. Do you want me to do a further tap out? It wants us to do a little breathe and a further tap as we download that one. That just means that that permissions is still downloading. It's not a priority anymore. That's great. Good job, you guys. That means we shifted it. Okay. Any further on permissions? No. Any further on the abundance healing for this group? Any further? No. Okay, that's because we've reached half an hour. Okay, that was all it wanted to do for you guys today. I just do what the body talk tells me. It doesn't want to go any further. Those things we just did alone are opening you up right now to receiving greater levels of abundance. So I'd like to give thanks to the frequency of gold. I'd like to give thanks to all of your innate wisdoms right now and welcome you to your flow of abundance. And I'd like you just to breathe in and feel the abundance. Focus on the abundance. After this session is over, surround yourself with things that remind you of your own abundance and repeat these permissions. You can go back to this video and repeat these permissions a few times so you really feel it. Take one that really resonates with you and then say it, you know, during the day, or take them one by one and say them during the day. Okay, my dears. Now just remember, all group sessions are different. They are all guided by you, the group's innate wisdom. So thank you for being here with me. And I'd just like to say that I'm closing the session now. Energetically, I'm closing the session. And I give thanks for all of you for being here now and taking part in this session. Each session for me is just a learning experience. I never know where it's going to take me. And I learn so much from doing these sessions with you guys. And I wish you all amazing abundance. Have a wonderful Easter. And I will see you on the next exciting episode of The Pursuit of Happiness. One love.